kept the mask on tight all through the night. I was the life of the party under the golden light. I laughed at the stories, I danced in the crowd. I made sure my spirit was colorful and loud. I told them I'm fine, that I'm doing okay, that the ghost of your shadow finally drifted away. But the front door closed and the deadbolt clicked, and the mirror showed a heart that the silence had tricked. The smile felt like glass beginning to crack as the weight of the us came rushing back. And I cried after smiling, I broke after the laugh. I'm a portrait of happy that's torn right in half. The moment I stopped pretending for them, I felt the cold thorns on the roses stem. It's the hardest fall when you've been acting so high. I spent the whole evening just preparing to cry. My cheeks are still warm from the fake joyful heat, but my eyes are like rivers flooding the sheets. It's exhausting to carry the good and the well when my soul is a secret I'm forbidden to tell. I put on a show, I played every part, but I couldn't keep the theater inside of my heart. Yeah, I cried after smiling, I broke after the laugh. I'm a portrait of happy that's torn right in half. The moment I stopped pretending for them, I felt the cold thorns on the roses stem. It's the hardest fall when you've been acting so high. I spent the whole evening just preparing to cry. One minute I'm glowing, the next I'm a ghost. I'm missing the version of me I loved most. Why does the joy feel like a debt I must pay? Why does the sun always end in the gray? Smeared, the dress is on the floor. I'm not the happy girl anymore. I just cried. I left the porch light burning through the rain, like a lighthouse calling out to every passing train. I kept your favorite record on the shelf and told your stories better than I told them to myself. I was a harbor waiting for your ship to dock, counting every heartbeat on the ticking of the clock. But the horizon stayed as empty as my hands, writing come back home across the shifting sands. I sent my soul out like a dove, hoping it would find the one I love, but it came back weary, it came back small, with no message, no answer, nothing at all. It was a love that never returned, wasn't it? A candle in a window that was never lit. I gave you the vintage gave you the wine and waited for your signature on every single line. I was the echo waiting for a sound, a mountain standing steady on the hollow ground. Yeah, I gave you a heart that you never quite earned. Now I'm the ghost of a love that never returned. I see you now, you're walking in the sun, like the war we fought was never even won. You look so light, you look so unchained, while I'm the only place where the memory remained. I didn't lose you, you were never mine to keep, but the silence you left is a canyon far too deep. I planted gardens where you used to tread, but the roses grew in white instead of red. It was a love that never returned, wasn't it? A candle in a window that was never lit. I gave you the vintage, I gave you the wine, and waited for your signature on every single line. I was the echo waiting for a sound, a mountain standing steady on the hollow ground. Yeah, I gave you a heart that you never quite earned. Now I'm the ghost of a love that never returned. I'm not asking for my years back from the sky, I'm just asking for a place where this can die. Because loving you was like a one-way street, with a destination I was never meant to meet. Never meant to meet. So I'll close the book and I'll turn the key on the version of you that lived inside of me. The ink has faded, the pages are burned by the beauty of a love that never returned. The coffee's cold, the sunlight's pale. Another morning where we fail to say the things we used to swear, before the silence filled the air. I memorized your every ghost, the parts of you I love the most. But now I'm standing in a room that feels more like a hollow tomb. I traded sleep for watching you breathe, hoping for reasons to never leave. I built a castle on shifting sands just to hold on to your shaking hands, and I stayed for nothing, didn't I? Watching the colors bleed out of the sky. I gave you my best, I gave you my years. I watered a garden with nothing but tears. I waited for magic, I waited for change, but we're just two strangers acting so strange. Yeah, I say for nothing except the ghost of you. I kept the letters, I kept the light on, waiting for a spark that was already gone. You didn't ask me to sacrifice, but I paid the bill and I paid the price. Now name, for loving a spark until it forgot its name. I stayed for the maybe, I stayed for the once. Now I'm leaving the shadow of the person I was. Stayed for nothing. I stayed for you, but you weren't there. The steam is rising thick enough to hide the way I'm breaking apart deep inside. I turn the handle till the water burned, waiting for the peace that I haven't earned. I lean my forehead against the cold white tile. It's been a lifetime since I've seen you smile. The bathroom mirror is a blurry haze, just like the memory of our better days. I let the droplets match the salt on my face, trying to wash away every trace. But no matter how much I scrub in my skin, I can't wash out the state that I'm in. And I cried in the shower so you wouldn't hear the sound of my heartbeat shaking with fear. I let the water drown out the sound of my world coming crashing to the ground. You think I'm fine, you think I'm strong, but I've been grieving us all along. Under the spray where the secrets stay, I cried in the shower till the pain washed away. Heard you knock, asking if I'm alright. I cleared my throat and stepped into the light. I told you it's fine, just some soap in my eyes, becoming a master of small, quiet lies. But the drain is taking more than the rain, it's carrying the weight of all of this strain. I step out shivering, reaching for a towel to cover the ghost of a broken down soul. And I cried in the shower so you wouldn't hear the sound of my heartbeat shaking with fear. I let the water drown out the sound of my world coming crashing to the ground. You think I'm fine, you think I'm strong, but I've been grieving us all along. Under the spray where the secrets stay, I cried in the shower till the pain washed away. It's the only place where I'm allowed to break, where the walls won't judge the path that I take. Just me and the echoes and the rising heat, admitting that I'm finally beat. I turn the faucet till the dripping stops, but I'm still drowning in these tiny drops. Yeah, I'm still drowning. I cried in the shower, and you never knew. Why'd you fold your favorite shirt and put it in the case? There was a strange and steady stillness etched across your face. You talked about the morning rain and how the traffic looked. You checked the stove and made a list of all the things we could. But you didn't mention leaving, and you didn't say we're through. You just acted like a person with some errands left to do. There were no sirens, no explosions in the air, just the quiet sound of absence when I saw your empty chair. I was waiting for the breakdown, waiting for the heavy word, but I'm still standing in the echo of the goodbye I never heard. Oh, the goodbye I never heard is the loudest one of all. It's the shadow in the kitchen, it's the silence in the hall. You slipped out through the static, you vanished in the light without a final I'm sorry or a wish you a good night. I'm reading through the pages of a book that's missing ends, trying to find the moment where we stop being friends. I'm haunted by the closure that you never did afford, still listening for the rhythm of the goodbye I never heard. I find your ghost in every room, in the way the curtains sway, in the half-drunk cup of water that you left from yesterday. If you'd only screamed or shouted, if you'd only made a scene, there would be a bridge of fire to the places where we've been. But you walked out like a whisper, like a secret in the dark, leaving me to wonder what finally killed the spark. Oh, the goodbye I never heard is the loudest one of all. It's the shadow in the kitchen, it's the silence in the hall. You slipped out through the static, you vanished in the light without a final I'm sorry or a wish you a good night. I'm reading through the pages of a book that's missing ends, trying to find the moment where we stop being friends. I'm haunted by the closure that you never did afford, still listening for the rhythm of the goodbye I never heard. Did you say it in your sleep? Did you say it with your eyes? Was it hidden in the hello, or the typical how are you lies? I'm replaying every second, every mundane little thing, searching for the vibration that a parting's supposed to bring. The door didn't slam, the floor didn't creak, you were just here. Then the world went weak. I'm still waiting for the sound. Yeah, I'm still waiting. The goodbye I never heard. Coffee's getting cold on the wooden stand, right where you used to reach for my hand. Silence in this room is a heavy sound. It's been 3 months since you weren't around. I still find your hairpins on the floor and wait for your key to turn in the door. But the hallway's dark and the air is chill. The world keeps moving, but I'm standing still. I practiced the words I should have said then. Now I'm just tracing your ghost with a pen. I thought we'd have forever, a lifetime to spend, but forever came to a bitter end. Oh, it's the love that slipped away through my open palms. Now I'm reaching for shadow, reaching for your arms. We were a masterpiece that we failed to frame. Now I'm whispering to the wind, calling out your name. It wasn't a crash, it wasn't a storm, just a slow, quiet fading of a heart once warm. Now I'm holding on to nothing, come what may, lost in the wake of the love that slipped away. I saw a car like yours at the red light today. For a heartbeat I thought you were coming my way. I almost reached for my phone to tell you the news, then I remembered I'm the one you didn't choose. We let the small things build up like a wall until we were too far apart to hear the other call. Oh, it's the love that slipped away through my open palms. Now I'm reaching for shadows, reaching for your arms. We were a masterpiece that we failed to frame. Now I'm whispering to the wind, calling out your name. It wasn't a crash, it wasn't a storm, just a slow, quiet fading of a heart once warm. Now I'm holding on to nothing, cold, lost in the wake of the love that slipped away. If I could go back to that Tuesday night, I wouldn't have started that pointless fight. I would have held you closer, I would have let you in, just to feel the rhythm of your breath on my skin. The sunset is gold, but it feels like gray. Watching the love just slip away. Yeah, it slipped away. I'm still waiting for you, I'm still waiting for you. I thought it slipped away. I didn't come with a hidden map or a safety net for the sudden snap. All the promises we made at 2 a.m. back when forever wasn't just a whim. I laid my secrets on your floor. I didn't keep a tally or play it safe with human hearts. My heart was honest, even if yours was quiet. I stood for peace in the middle of your riot. I didn't offer a version that was polished or new. I just gave the rawest, truest pieces to you. You can call it a mistake, you can call it a mess, but I loved you with nothing less than my best. Yeah, my heart was honest, and that's the only thing I don't regret. There's no fine print in the way I feel. I never learned how to fake the real. When I said I'm yours, I meant every bone, even the ones that now feel like stone. You held the truth like a heavyweight, while I held it like a gift from fate. Now I'm left with the echo of a sincere soul, and a story you never quite told in full. My heart was honest, even if yours was quiet. I stood for peace in the middle of your riot. I didn't offer a version that was polished or new. I just gave the rawest, truest pieces to you. You can call it a mistake, you can call it a mess, but I loved you with nothing less than my best. Yeah, my heart was honest, and that's the only thing I don't regret. It's a lonely road when you're the only one, tracing the line after the sun is done. But I'd rather bleed from being true than be the one who lied to you. Yeah, I'd rather be broken and real than whole and hollow. So take the memories, take the time. The fall was yours, the heart was mine. I can walk away with my head held high, because I never had to tell a lie. My heart was honest. Slowly, it was always honestly yours. Fine. The shadows are long on the living room floor. You didn't even bother to lock up the door. No heavy goodbye, no suitcase in hand, just a ghost of the life that we carefully planned. I was ready for war, I was ready to bleed, to give you the version of me that you need. But you didn't fight and you didn't even try. You just turned out the lights without saying goodbye. I had 1,000 whys and a million pleas, ready to bring this whole world to its knees. But you left the map and you left the keys, and sailed away on a coward's breeze. You took the easy way out. You traded our history for a shortcut to peace, while I'm still here begging for some kind of release. It's easy to leave when you don't look behind at the heart that you're breaking, so cruel and so blind. You took the easy way out, didn't you, babe? Let me to burn in the fire we made. No, sorry, no, maybe no, it's for the best. Just a hollowed out silence inside of my chest. I would have climbed every mountain for you, but you couldn't walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, you took the easy way out and left me the hard. They say the exit is always right there, but I was busy building a life in here. You let go of the string, you watched it all fall. I guess loving me wasn't worth the effort at all. No effort at all. So go find a road where the path is all flat, where you never have to wonder where your heart is at. I'll stay in the struggle, I'll stay in the doubt, while you're halfway to nowhere, taking the easy way out. Easy way out. Easy way out. The dinner table felt like an island sea, miles of mahogany between you and me. I kept waiting for a spark, a word, a sign, but you were staring at the glass, avoiding mine. I asked about your day, you just nodded your head. It was the heaviest thing that you never said. No shouting matches, no slamming the door, just the sound of us not being us anymore. I was screaming into water, gasping for air, while you sat across from me, but you weren't there. The air in the hallway turned thin and cold, a story of endings that never got told. Oh, your silence was a landslide, it was a roar. It told me you didn't want to try anymore. Your silence was a message written in the dark, a cold, quiet winter that smothered the spark. I was listening for a heartbeat, listening for a crowd, but baby, your silence, it was way too loud. The bed is a canyon where the secrets sleep, a promise of always that we couldn't keep. I used to know the rhythm of your every breath. Now this quiet feels like a slow, certain death. You didn't have to pack, you didn't have to leave to make me feel the grief. I couldn't believe you were right beside me, skin against skin, but the walls were too high to let me back in. Oh, your silence was a landslide, it was a roar. It told me you didn't want to try anymore. Your silence was a message written in the dark, a cold, quiet winter that smothered the spark. I was listening for a heartbeat, listening for a crowd, but baby, your silence, it was way too loud. Break a place, start a fire, give me a goodbye, give me a reason, give me a lie. Just don't give me nothing, don't give me this void, looking at the ruins of what we destroyed. the clock is ticking, the rain's on the cloud, but got your silence. Yeah, your silence is still so loud. I spent a lifetime trying to be the stone, the one who carries everything alone. I kept the cracks all hidden under glass, praying that the heavy clouds would pass. But gravity's ways of finding out the parts of us that live inside the doubt. And tonight the pressure finally hit the floor. I can't pretend to be iron anymore. There's a strange kind of beauty in the fall, in letting go of the need to have it all, because a heart that's sealed can never truly feel, and a soul that's perfect isn't even real. So let the walls come crashing down tonight. I'm trading in my armor for the light. Every jagged edge and every hollow space is just a new way to feel your grace. I used to think that being whole was the goal, but the light only enters through the holes in my soul. Yeah, I'm learning what this life is all about. I'm stronger when I break. I'm stronger when I break. You're looking at the pieces on the ground, but look at the freedom that I finally found. I don't have to hide the shaking in my hands or build my house on these sinking sands. When I was